Hey everyone, welcome to this CANDID Labs. I know it's just top of the hour, so we're just gonna wait for people to trickle in. But I see two customers there, Josh and Abby. Nice to meet you guys. Pretty excited about showing our AI insights for today. But we'll just wait for 2, 3 minutes to wait for people to trickle in, and then we can get started. Oh, I see quite a few people coming in, and then from the CANDID team as well, I see Bill and Mike. Welcome, guys. Bill, since I have you here, would you mind monitoring the chat during the presentation? If people ask any questions or such, just either answer it or let me know. I'll be able to answer it during the call. But
Sure thing.
thanks, Bill. Glad to have you on. Hope everyone's week is going on well. It's a Wednesday. I've been counting down the days for the weekend already, so I think we have 2 more days. Hopefully, it goes by quick. All right, while we're waiting as well, I know you guys are candid users currently using the system, so I'll open the floor up for any questions you might have, anything that caught your eye or anything that you need more insights to. Happy to answer them while we wait for everyone else to trickle in.
Hey Sam, we had a quick one today. Uh,
Yes, Secretary.
we merged a couple accounts that one had AI Insights run and one didn't, and it looks like now AI Insights is just spinning at the top. Like
Okay.
so I think somewhere in the merge of the one that had the data and the one that didn't, there's some disconnect.
Is it a specific account that you merged?
Yeah, I threw a ticket in with the URL to the exact user, like in case you want to replicate it or see it.
Okay. Oh, so you already created a support ticket for that?
Yeah, I'm just letting you know it's there because it was
Yeah.
unusual behavior.
Ooh, that's interesting. That's good to know. Good. I guess that has some, like you mentioned, might have to do something with merging the data in and doesn't know where to update it. So, oh, I'll talk to our support team and see what the solution for that is. But that's an interesting issue. Makes sense with merging data. Hmm. But I like where your head is going, Trevor. That's going to be the call today. We're going to be talking about AI insights and how you can leverage that feature for biz dev or loan officer or such. But yeah, pretty excited about that. All right, we'll go 1 more minute for people to trickle in, and then I'll go ahead and get started. Looks like we have a good amount of people here too. It should be exciting. All right, I'll go ahead and get started, and we'll just wait. I mean, people come in, they'll come in, and they can join in between the calls. But I'll go ahead and get started. Hello, everyone. My name is Sam Lam. I'm the solutions engineer here at Candid. Just looking at the list of people who joined, I feel like I've talked to most of you guys, either sold it to you guys or helped you guys with candid questions. So happy to meet you guys again. It's been a while. But today, the topic for today is AI Insights. It's a brand new feature. I think we released in the last 2 months or so. We released it to all of our customer base. So what I'm going to go through is what the feature does, what AI Insights does, and what can you do with that feature. So first thing, as I mentioned, we're talking about AI insights. The reason we started working on this feature is one of the biggest issues or biggest problems we hear from loan officers or from sales teams is they have a lot of data in their system. They have a lot of context, the real estate agents or so on within the data. But the number one thing is they don't know what to do with that. They don't know where to focus on, who to prioritize, who to reach out to without having any information about who the agent is. Yeah, you have this massive database in your system, but you just don't know how to reach out to them. That's where AI Insights comes into play. The whole purpose of AI Insights is to have a feature within the system that continuously analyzes your engagement activity, your referral behavior, your production trends, communication patterns, and pretty much your relationship data all within one single system. And that's on the account object. So what does it do? Instead of focusing on, who's active or who's cooling off or who do you got to reach out to, with AI Insights, you'll have a targeted list of agents that you had to reach out to based on the data we have within the system. And in short, you're pretty much being proactive with your communications instead of being reactive, right? Being proactive is really good. When you log in the system, you know exactly what you got to do today. You know exactly who do you reach out today. With AI Insights, you get to do that as well. Yes. So let me go ahead and share my screen and we can get started. And of course, during the whole presentation, if any of you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to jump in, ask me any of these questions, or you can leave it in the chat. Yeah, I have my partner Bill over here. He'll be monitoring the chat throughout the whole process and he'll be able to answer it or let me know and I'll be able to answer it during the presentation. So let me go ahead and share my screen and we can get started. I hope everyone can see my screen. Happy you're the only one with your camera on, so the thumbs up will be good. You can see perfect. I love that. I have one person I can actually see, so that's great, y'all. So as you can see, I'm logged into our Candid application. You guys must be familiar with everything within Candid. Where AI Insights comes to play is going to be on the account object. So I'm gonna quickly navigate into an agent of ours that we look into. I'll go into Robert Drimmer. This is one of our favorite agents we work with. So I'm going to the account page. And you should see all this whole UI should seem very familiar to you. You can see who this agent is, all the prospects that the agent is working on, all the deals that they're working on, and such. But the new feature I want to focus on is our AI Insights. It's going to be available on the top right of your page, right here. This is what AI Insight does. And the whole purpose of that is to give you more insights about who this agent is. And we take a lot of information based on publicly available information or from your own database as well. Through that, we aggregate all that data and then give you raw numbers. And through those numbers, you can identify who this agent is. First thing you notice is we pull in their pictures. This is for any co-marketing emails or marketing content you want to create. We take in their picture. This picture is getting pulled in directly from their LinkedIn profile. Canva will automatically pull in that data for you. And on top of that, we also give you who this agent is. We give you personality type. We know this is pretty important, especially when you're building up those relationships with that agent. For example, Robbie is enthusiastic, optimistic, and people focused, right? He wants to be positive and enthusiastic. So let's say if you jump on a call and you're being monotone and you're just being direct to the point, you're not giving really, you're not being positive or, recognizing any of the contributions, probably the call doesn't go well. That's a tactical error on the end. So with Candice personality features, you get to give you a little more insights about who this agent is and how you want to position yourself when you do talk to this agent. So that's just personality wise, but the more raw numbers is we get access into their production volume. And that's very, very important, especially for loan officers like yourself. You want to reach out to your agents. First thing you want to know is exactly who their production volume is and what kind of data, what kind of loans you're capturing from them or business you're capturing from them. So the three major fields that we capture is their total close volume, how many units they're closing on a monthly basis, on a yearly basis, was their total close volume. This one, this Robbie made almost 75 million. That's a pretty good number out there. And was the average per unit, 827,000 per unit is a good number out there. So those are the raw numbers based on their production data. But the most valuable number for you guys is how much of that business are you capturing? You get that through our referral capture rate. Right here, it shows us that we're capturing around 47% of Robbie's production. Pretty good number, but of course, the pessimist in me sees that, hey, there's this 53% still available out there. It's a growth opportunity for me. So as a loan officer, I know I'd reach out to Robbie, even though he's sending me around 50% of his referral. There's other definitely room for improvement as well. So I can try to, strategize on how my outreach, how to best outreach to him, what kind of value I can add to that relationship so he keeps sending me more of his business. So that high end, that's what AI Insights does for you. It gives you insights into their personality, but more importantly, into their production summary. And based on the production summary, we try to identify how much of the business are you capturing from that particular agent. So that's a high level view about what AI Insights does. Now, with all the data, you have that data, you have insights about this account. Now, how do you work with that data? What can you do with that? As I mentioned, one of the biggest things we want to solve is being proactive with your communications, trying to identify who you had to reach out to at what time, and how best to reach out to them as well. So once you have this data in here, this AI insights, every agent of yours will have this AI insights into it, so you know exactly who this agent is. Next thing you want to do is create those smart list views. I'm pretty confident that everyone on this call knows how to create list views. List views is one of the more powerful features we have within Candid. Once you create those list views, you can reach out to clients, you can automate your engagements, and so on. So I'll quickly go into a list view where you can take advantage of this AI insights. So real quickly, as I mentioned, I know everyone knows how to create list views, but just for people who don't, I'll just go into my accounts object. And right now, you guys should have access to a whole lot of list views already available. You can see all the list views that you guys created. I'm just going to a standard list view of mine. I'll go to my realtor prospects. But the difference in this list view is that I will start adding those three major fields that I captured: your referral, your annual units, your annual volume, and referral partner capture rate. As you can see here within this my list view, I have those three fields already pulled into my list view. For anyone who doesn't know how to do that, you can just click on the gear icon right here, click on select fields display, and then you can search for those three fields that I mentioned: your referral partner capture rate, your annual units, and your annual volume. And once you found those fields, you move them into the visible fields. You can also design exactly where you want those fields to be viewed within the list view. But within my list, you can see I have all the important fields I want to view: the account name, rank, parent account, and so on. But more importantly, I have my referral partner capture rate, my annual units, and my annual volume. And of course, I have my notes in there for me to keep adding notes before I reach out to the client, or before I reach out to the agent, leave some notes and just work my way down the list. So I'll do a quick save. And this is how my list view will look like. Of course, you can name them in the list view any kind of list view you want. I would recommend calling it realtor prospects. That means you're reaching out to your realtor partners, or you can also call it realtor prospects with AI insights. So you know exactly what list you're looking at any given day. Now, once you have your field selected in your list view, next thing you want to do is start filtering based on the data you want to view. So I'll go to my filtered section and talk about all the filters that I have within my list view. First thing you want to see is agent type. Of course, you want to reach out to only your realtor partners. So I filter based on just the realtors. And then my ranking. This is pretty important because, of course, I know you guys rank your own agents as well, the A being the highest, D being the lowest, and then P possibly being prospecting, or you maybe have it on number system. Anyway, you rank your agents, you can decide what kind of agents you want to view within the list view. If you notice, I'm not showing my list A agents because these are my top performing agents. I don't need to prospect to them. They're already sending me referrals. So I'm going to avoid them in this list view. But I'm going to reach out to my rank B and rank C agents because they're not sending me referrals, but they're pretty good. I know their production volume is pretty good. I want to get their business out there. So I have a filter based on that specific data point. So I selected everyone else except my D and A realtors. Quick save. And then we come into annual units. This is a very important filter right here. You can see within this filter, I have it set as greater than 24. Why 24? there's actually math behind it. And this is coming from multiple different loan officers I talked to, including Garrett, who's a loan officer himself. So now the math behind 24 annual units. If an agent is closing around 24 units on a year, let's say they're around 12 units on the buy side that they're closing per month. A very strong realtor will close around 25 to 33% of those units. So they're averaging around one closing every 3 to 4 active units. What that means for you guys is they're working on 3 to 5 clients per month. Now, of course, you're not going to get 100% of the referrals. Agents usually will never send 100% of the referrals, but let's say you want to get at least 50% of that. So out of those 3 to 5 clients, you're getting around 1.5 to 2 referrals per month, which averages out to around a referral every 2 to 3 weeks. So that's a number behind it. That's what we want to target those 24 months, 24 units. If you have a target of agents who's closing 24 units in a year, mathematically they have the capacity to deliver at least one referral per month. Now, of course, we break down the number down to maybe 12 units. It'll take around 60 days or so just to get a referral from that agent. But at 24 months, that's the sweet spot. You will get a referral every 2 to 3 weeks, or at least one referral per month. So that's where we put in that average of 24 units. Of course, you guys can play with those numbers. You can decide how you want to best target, what kind of data you want to filter down. But this is what we realize based on the data we have within the system. And then, of course, the referral partner capture rate, we want to keep it at less than 50%. As I mentioned, I'm more of an optimist. I want to go higher than 50. I want to go to 75%, but let's start off small. Let's start off with any of those real agents that are sending you less than 50% of their business. So that's my filter there. I put it at less than 50%. And then business dev is an internal thing. How you guys define your agents, you can set those filters as well. But the 3 major filters I will focus on is the rank, the annual units, and your referral partner capture rate. Hope that makes sense. So those are going to be my filters based on my data I want to view within the system. Now, once I set those filters, I can go ahead and submit it. And CANDID will provide this beautiful list for you that shows me all my agents with quick information about them, which company they're working for, what their contact information is via phone, email, and more importantly, what's the last time they sent me a referral. As you can see, there's some agents that haven't sent me a referral at all. So it looks like there's prime opportunity for me to reach out to as well. Or I can also see what the last time I reached out to. Did I send them an email or I call them? You can see the activity that you last communicated with them. But of course, the 3 major fields of to focus on is the referral partner capture rate, the annual units, and the annual volume. Now, once you have this data in the system and you have this list view, how do you go ahead and start outreaching to these agents? Recommendation for your outreach cadence, obviously text first. If you text first and they reply back, call them instantly, or you can wait a day or two and then give them a phone call. But it's going to also depend on who you're actually reaching out to as well. One of the ideas that my loan officer mentioned was he filters based on the lowest units. So right now I'm looking at Caitlin, who closed only 25 units. I would call it the low hanging fruit. So you start off with Caitlin, maybe start working on your outreach, best how you want to outreach to this agent. Maybe you can send them some value, send them some emails, some newsletters, some postcards as such. Just create the value and try to create that engagement with that agent. Now, of course, once you get better with your outreach and you know exactly what you had to do at any given time, then you start focusing on your top performing agents, where you can go down to agent that closed 162 units or so on. So depending again, it's going to be specific to you individuals, but how you want to best outreach to them. My recommendation is start off small at the low hanging fruit and then make your way up to the top performers as well. So that's how you can outreach them. Of course, you guys know within CANDID, you can send out text messages and out email communications. You can mass communicate as well. And that's one of the best things about CANDID is the ability to mass communicate. So let's say with all my realtor prospects, I have 69 different prospects that I reach out to. That's a very, very important number, because within my database, I know I have 4,000 contacts within my database. But with this data I have within the AI insights, within who I know exactly what to reach out to, I broke it down to 69 accounts. Way more manageable to reach out to than 4,000 at a time. Now, within this list, I can obviously select all of them, and then I have the ability to even just sell them a mass email or a mass text as well. So great way for you to communicate with them. But again, recommendation is don't send a mass email to everyone in the list. You want to make it targeted. So as I mentioned, for your low hanging fruits, you can have a targeted email template you want to send out compared to your top performing agents. You have another email template you want to send out or a SMS and so on. So you get to decide how you want to best communicate with these agents. But let's go an example. I have, let's say, Clay Whitson. It's an agent of mine. He closed 28 units. Average volume is 31 million, but I only captured 14% of that his business. So what that tells me is he's open up for prime opportunity for me to reach out to them and then grow my capture rate from them as well. So before I get in a call with Clay, benefit of candid, you have a lot of data about this client, about this agent as well. So you're not going in blind when you communicate with them. You're doing your research, you know exactly who this agent is, and then based on that information, you can position yourself with this communication. So what I like to do usually from this list view is, let's say I want to go to Clay, I'll just click into that. It will open up on his record page. But over there, right there, you can see there's some issue there where I have to toggle in between my list and the record. Suggestion for you guys, you can go back into your list view. Right in the list views, you have select list display. I would say view it in split view. What that does is it'll have the list on the left side of the page and it'll have the agent record on the right side. So great way for you to get visibility about who this agent is. You'll have quick information about this agent, but if you need to dig deeper and get more insights about who this agent is before you reach out to this agent, you can just do this view where now I can see exactly who Clay Whitson is. I can see all the prospect that this agent referred to me. I can also filter based on my close date or the last time he sent a referral. Of course, this agent, he sent me a referral just I think last month. The close date is in 2 weeks. Maybe I will not reach out to him asking for another referral. That's kind of weird. He already sent me a referral last month, so maybe I won't reach out to him, but maybe I'll reach out to them, try to create more engagement with them so I can capture more of his business. Well, let's just assume maybe this agent hasn't sent you a referral in the last 6 months or 7 months or so. Of course, you have all the data in the system. Based on that, you can try to position yourself. You can try to decide how you want to best reach out to that agent as well. So all the data is again available directly in the agent record. So you can just work your way down the list, look in all the prospects that this agent referred to you, and then you can start engaging with them as well. Now, what the power of all of that is, everything is done in one single page. Right? You're not toggling between multiple different platforms. You're not trying to figure out who this agent is. You're not trying to jump into another system just to send out text messages or emails. Everything can be done from this single page. Keeps you more proactive and lets you know exactly what you got to do at any given time. On recommendation is have this realtor prospect list. Maybe, and set yourself a task. So maybe on a Monday or a Tuesday, you had to you wake up in the morning, you know exactly what you had to do today. Looks like you had to reach out to all your realtor prospects and you can just work your way down the list. If you need to get more insight about who this agent is, you want to see the last time you sent an email or the last time they sent a referral, you can just dig deeper into their agent record and get full insights about who this agent is, and then just work your way down the list. You can, if you send an email, you can create an email. It'll automatically update that activity tab, or you can set yourself a task. Maybe you want to reach out to Clay Whitson in 2 weeks, because since he just sent you a referral last month, you want to wait another 30 days or so before you ask him another referral. Just create a task for yourself. Create a task, assign it to yourself, and then it'll be available in your task list. So 30 days from now, you log in, Candy will automatically remind you saying, hey, it looks like you had to reach out to Clay Whitson. He sent you a referral last month. Great time to reach back to him and ask for another referral or so on. So that's the power of AI insights, where you're not just being reactive, you're being proactive because you have all this data, all this information about who this agent is. And based on the data, you're going to position yourself, you're going to strategize on how you best engage with these real estate agents. Because we all know agents, they need to be spoon fed, they need to be baby, you have to stay on top of them. So anything and everything you need to do to staying engaged with those agents, you get to do that with Candid through our automated messaging, through our insights, and so on. So that's a quick view of our AI insights. I wanted to keep it as 20 minutes or so. I just wanted to give you a quick view about what AI insights is and what you can do with it. So I'll pause here, see if you guys have any questions or anything that caught your eye so far.
I had a question.
Yes.
Some of the realtors, I know like who they are and what they look like, and
Mhm.
the LinkedIn account is like the AI Insights like pulled the wrong one or something. Like
Okay.
it's not that person. So,
Okay.
but we can't refresh it for like every 3 months or something. So I'm not sure what the solution for that is.
Yeah, so it's AI. And AI, of course, what it's doing is looking into public available information, pulling in data. If I look in my account, it has a wrong information as well. So my recommendation, if it did pull in the wrong picture, you have the ability to go and update it yourself as well. So you can just click on the agent picture right here, and you can
Okay.
go. So if the agent has a picture of you, he send it to you, let him send it to you, and you can go and upload it for him as well. Or they can do that directly in the agent portal. That's a feature that we're building on where agents can upload their own pictures, their own logos automatically through the agent portal. So that'll be
Okay.
my
Sounds
recommendation. Either let them send you a picture or they can do it later on when we do release that new feature.
okay. Perfect.
And then along those lines, Abby, if the agent sent you their logos or any of that for co-branding, you can upload it right here in these fields under the details tab. You can start updating the
Oh,
information.
nice.
So it's a
Cool.
great way. And the benefit of course that is when it comes to co-branding, when you're building property sites now, you can automatically pull in their branding information into those social media posts or single property websites.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, great question there, Abby. Awesome. Keep them coming. Any other questions? Any idea or any you guys need to know how to build list views or filter logic, any of that? Happy to answer any of those as well. And Trevor, I will reach out to our support team and see what their solution is for when we merge data and how we try to update that field. But when it comes to updating the AI insights, then the regular cadence is going to get updated every 6 months. Reason for that, we don't want to update your production volume every month because you're not really going to get a whole lot of valuable data. So we were going to automatically update that on a 6 month basis. So every 6 months, the AI insights will update, will get most up to date production summary and do capture rate as well.
So I have a question. If we do change the agent headshots when it automatically updates in 6 months, is it going to override it or will it acknowledge the updated um, headshot that we brought into their profile?
Great question. It will not update it. So if there's a picture already in place, it will keep that picture as the picture of one. Now, if there's a blank picture, we don't have a headshot, that's when it'll automatically pull in the headshots from LinkedIn. But if there's a headshot already available, it will not update it. It'll just update the production summary data.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Absolutely. It looked like it was pretty straightforward. That's what I want to focus on today. Of course, I can keep talking about Candid all day long, but I'm gonna just pull my stop yapping and I'll just focus on AI insights. But if you guys have any other questions, maybe not even AI insights, any other Candid related questions, happy to answer that for
I've
you
got
guys.
I've got one
Yeah,
that's off topic, Sam.
yeah, go ahead.
So I have another ticket open for single property sites where some users can see them and some users can't, and they said it's because
Hmm.
one user doesn't have access to a template. Is
Yeah.
there supposed to be one template per user, or is there supposed to be one master template that we're granting access to?
It'll be one master template that you grant access to. And of course, you can add access to individual templates, but if there's a template already, whoever has access to it should be able to view it.
Do you
So
know
that's
what
what we said.
since there's hundreds of these now, since it's been
Hmm.
used, do you know the normal name for it?
Ooh, no, I'm not familiar with the specific name.
Okay.
Bill, on the call, do we know if there's a specific template that we name it?
I don't know off the top of my head. I can definitely look at in your org there and then see if I can find it, Trevor.
Yeah, I think somebody accidentally changed it. That's what it looks
Ooh.
like. Because I see one that's created by you, but it's assigned to an individual user. Okay, thanks, Bill.
Yep, no worries. I'll look into that for you.
Trevor, you're talking about prints, right? Of templates over here or property sites?
So when the user goes to the content library, they don't even have a single property site option at the top. It's not even there.
Uh,
So my understanding is they have to be on at least one template, I think, for that tab to show up. I believe that's what the support team is saying. I'm just not sure which, since there's hundreds of templates in there now, I'm not sure which template to add them to. I thought there was one generic like blank template, but
it'll be available.
I'm just not seeing it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk with the team. Usually that field should just be available, even if there's no template out there. The assumption is, of course, loan officer will log in and create a new template, and should be able to do that. So we'll definitely get back to you. Bill and I will work on talking to our support team.
Got it.
Absolutely. Awesome.
I have another off-topic question. I do the newsletters all the time, or the email templates, do list emails, but I guess those are going away. And we're using the content tool now.
Yeah.
Are we still going to be able to do like mass emails that we can like design our own like that?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So the same functionality you have where you can, select the list. So let's say you want to send an email to your list prospect, you select all of them, select both. And so that you can just do that directly within the content library. So let's say I'm gonna go to an existing email that I want to use. Let's say Happy Easter. From within my recipient, that's where I can select my list view. So, well, this is prospects, but let's assume this is going to be agents. I can select my agents, select the list view I created, and then from here, I can just send it out. So similar
Okay.
functionality. You would just want to have to send both SMS function. You'll just create those list views, have it saved. And once it's saved, you can go and select the list view within this field. Select the list view, and then you can even schedule your post as well. You want to send this email by the end of the month, you can do that. So similar functionality, but just a different spot.
Okay. And we can like make our own like templates and stuff.
Yes, you can make your own templates and have it saved. In fact, we also have these 3 ad hoc templates that you can use. This template is going to have the skeleton of the email. It's going to have the header and footer. It's going to have the agent information as well. But
Okay.
within this template, you can start adding the body of the email too. So you can just go add that in. It'll show up right here. And then you can type out your content. And then once you have that, select your object, select your agents, and then you can automate that communication. So you have the ability to, so you have those ad hoc email templates that are already available. If not, you have the ability to create your own email templates on top of that, and then use that to communicate with your agents or your users.
Okay, thanks.
Absolutely. Yeah, and let me know if you don't have access to any of these 3 templates. You should have it available in your content library. It's going to be an ad hoc deal email template, the account email template, and the prospect. So 3 objects.
Yeah, I do see those.
Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, so those should be the standard templates that you can use to send out a quick email, or again, available to create your own email templates.
Okay.
Bill, I think I found it. Don't spend any time on it yet.
All right, sounds good. I was just looking through there and I wasn't seeing it. So cool. Glad you found it.
Awesome. All right, it's 1:34. I know we scheduled for all hour, but I just wanted to focus on AI insights. So if no one has any more questions, we'll give back all the time you guys have, and hopefully get to enjoy it for the next yes.
Hey, Sam, if you have a few minutes, I mean, call me separately, but we're being asked to buy another seat type.
Okay.
I want to run it past you real quick because I thought on one of our stand-up calls, we were using the LO seat for that purpose because it was, anyway, long story short, if you don't mind, it's like a 3-minute question.
Yeah, I'll reach out to you after this call. I'll send you an email, or we can get on another call.
Thank you.
For sure. Awesome. All right, go back to our home page. And last thing I wanted to touch on, this is completely off topic, but we created a new marketing dashboard as well. This is for your marketing managers who are taking advantage of the content library. We do have this content cloud dashboard. Within here, you get full metrics about all the content that's available within your content library, what emails have been sent out, what newsletters have been sent out, and that's all. So for marketing managers on this call, it's a great way to visualize all your content that's been sent out. I just want to get your eyes on this as well.
I don't see that under all dashboards.
We have it signed up for you then, Trevor. Let team know. Anyone who can see it, let us know, or send support an email. They should be able to enable it for you guys. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining this call. Hopefully this is valuable. And yeah, Insights, like I mentioned, is a brand new feature. We're very excited about it. We see a lot of other loan officers already using it. In fact, Garrett himself uses it a lot for strategizing about his outreach. So hope you guys get to use it. If you guys can see it on the account object, please let us know. We can enable it for you guys. But if you guys have no more other questions, I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much again. So I think I'll pass it back to you.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and close it out.
Awesome. Thank you guys. And Trevor, I'll reach out to you now. Bye, y'all.